Open world games have become a staple to the PS4's library, and even in the last 3 months of 2016, you've got quite a few different open world games to pick from. Remasters of last generation's fan favorites, sequels to big games, and a highly anticipated juggernaut making a return. Let's take a look at 7 awesome PS4 open world games coming in the rest of 2016. Number 7, Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs was one of the most hyped up games in recent memory, and as is the case with a lot of games with enormous hype, many would say it failed to live up to it. It wasn't a terrible game, just disappointing. The sequel, Watch Dogs 2, is set in San Francisco, and you play as Marcus Holloway, a hacker who works with DedSec to take down the city's CTOS system. Many refinements have been made, from better driving to better multiplayer. The first Watch Dogs game set a promising foundation for the future of the franchise, much like what the first Assassin's Creed game did, and hopefully Watch Dogs 2 makes the adjustments like Assassin's Creed 2 did. The game releases on November 15th.
And just like that, we've taken out the guard, created a distraction, and slipped into the compound. A more direct way to neutralize a guard is to use the non-lethal stun gun. Marcus has an array of non-lethal tools and techniques, and you can complete the entire game without actually killing a single enemy. Since we already unlocked this door with our RC jumper, we can just quick hack it to open it. Now we're in the room, we just need to install one of our custom DedSec boxes into this Bloom terminal, and we've completed our final objective. All that's left to do now is escape undetected. Each operation we undertake will give us more followers, and more followers will allow you to take on even bigger operations. So let's get off this pier and explore a little bit more.
Tell me you fucked up their hardware?
I left an expensive little present in their system, and they're going to pay for it.
Number 6, Batman Return to Arkham. Batman Return to Arkham bundles the first 2 Arkham games, Asylum and City, with graphical upgrades along with both games' respective DLCs. So Arkham Asylum isn't a fully open world game, it's definitely not linear, but it's a contained experience. City, on the other hand, is more so an open world experience featuring a much bigger world. Both games are fantastic, and many would consider them to be better than the next generation entry, Arkham Knight. If you've never played Batman Arkham, this collection will be a must-own, whether you're a Batman fan or not. It releases on October 18th.
Alfred, I need to find a route into the Sionis steel mill.
Have you tried the front door, sir?
Why didn't I think of that?
It was obviously too easy. Let's see. If all the other access routes are locked down, the only way in would be... No, it's suicide.
The main chimney. Okay, then.
Didn't need to go down this way.
Number 5, Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush was one of the PlayStation Vita's best games, a great action-adventure title with very unique gravity manipulation-based gameplay. Being on the Vita limited its potential fan base, the first game was ported to the PS4 in the form of a remastered version, so check that out if you haven't. Gravity Rush 2 will be built ground up for the PlayStation 4 and will feature a much bigger world and more content. Hopefully with Gravity Rush 2, the game can find a footing in the PlayStation ecosystem because it does have potential to be a big franchise for Sony. It releases on December 2nd. Number 4, Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection. When you talk about Assassin's Creed, the game that most people remember fondly is Assassin's Creed 2, and a little less so the sequels. Personally, I'm a big AC4 fan, but I digress. The Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy was great, and it featured arguably the best main character in the entire series in Ezio. Now all 3 games, AC2, AC Brotherhood, and AC Revelations, will be coming to the PS4, and you can expect all the typical remastered benefits to go along with 3 gigantic games in one collection. If you want to do everything in all of these games, it's gonna take you north of 100 hours. It's a lot of content for your money. The Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection releases on November 15th.
This life, it chose me.
You flew, Ezio! You flew!
You are the leader now. Unite the assassins
Insieme per la vittoria! Vittoria!
and take back Roma.
If I want, I take! Kill the assassin!
I intend to write a book about you one day.
If you do, Machiavelli, make it short.
Welcome to Constantine, Ezio. Fight with me. And show him what it means to cross the assassin.
Number 3, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Remastered. Last generation's most anticipated game was arguably The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The game was fantastic, but on consoles it featured a litany of technical issues. From poor performance, glitches, it was pretty bad on PS3. So it's definitely nice to see Skyrim come to the PS4 with performance improvements and all of the DLC, which is a sizable amount of content. The one bummer is that this game is priced at $60, which for one 5-year-old game is kind of high, but considering it does come with all of the DLC and the amount of content you're getting is pretty high, we'll let it slide. This should hold us over until we see a formal Elder Scrolls 6 announcement. Skyrim Remastered comes October 28th. Number 2, Mafia 3. Mafia 3 has almost suddenly become one of 2016's most anticipated games. Mafia has always been a series that the people that played it liked, but it wasn't one of the marquee franchises in the gaming world. With Mafia 3, the series is moving to an open world New Orleans, which is a shift from the relatively linear design in Mafia 2. The gameplay we've seen thus far has looked great, with a very atmospheric world, excellent visuals, and high-octane gameplay. This is the development studio Hangar 13's first game, so you know they want to leave a good first impression. The game releases on October 7th.
Capturing downtown will strike a major blow against the Italian mob. But before we go after Tony, we'll want to resupply, and we can do this by calling in our weapons dealer. Once the mobile store arrives, we can pick out the gear that will best suit our playstyle. As with most of the missions in Mafia 3, Tony can be taken out in many different ways. We can go in guns blazing, we can take a stealthier approach, we can even call in reinforcements. It's really all up to the player.
This is like Christmas morning, because I picked up some...
In this mission, we have 2 distinct ways to get to Tony, who's holed up in the penthouse of his hotel. We can storm the lobby or steal his bagman's car and sneak through the hotel's garage and up to the penthouse, which is the path that we'll take here.
Yes, we're good. Call me if you need me.
What's taking so long?
I give it a month.
Give what Dominic.
That's fucked up, man. I give him 6 months, at least.
Be some manners in them.
Finally, number 1, Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 has been one of the most anticipated games for north of a decade. The history of this game has been well documented, so let's skip that and talk about the game itself. Final Fantasy 15 is looking to raise the bar for not only Final Fantasy, but RPGs in general. The game is a technical marvel from the detail, lighting, it's a spectacle to look at. And then you have the gameplay, which is quite a shift from recent FF games. It's more of an action battle system similar to Kingdom Hearts. It worked well in the demo, and hopefully it translates into the final product. Square Enix is putting a gigantic amount of resources into the game. They made an anime, a movie, the game itself is huge. The release of Final Fantasy 15 is going to be a pivotal point for the franchise. Does it get FF out of what's been a rut with the Final Fantasy 13 series? And if it disappoints, it can be disastrous. Let's just hope for no more delays. The game is scheduled for release on November 30th.
They aren't gonna know what hit them. Let's do this.
Best offense is a good defense. You're on fire today!
No big deal.
Are we alright?
Getting by.
Let's clean him up quick.
Whoa! Look at this guy!
No surprise.
All right. We'll be done in no time.
Almost there. Give it your all.
What? Scared, big guy?
You ought to be too. Thing's vicious.
You sure? Looks tame to me.
Yeah.
Look out!
Shomu's boss! Nice one.
It's not over yet!
Ready for round 2? Bring it. You know, you might be able to counter if you started parrying properly. Should give you a good workout, Paco.
Whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
Gladio, do it! Certainly. Expect this much trouble. Paco, you're up! Hey, Ignis, instructions! Pay attention, Iggy!
So that wraps up 7 awesome PS4 open world games coming in the rest of 2016. What do you think? Which open world games are you the most excited for in the rest of 2016? Comment your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.